Gender equality, unequal pay, now. Well, my birthday was April 9th. That was Equal Pay Day. That means that was the day up to which white women needed to work to earn the same as a guy earned in December of 2012. I needed to work until my birthday to earn the same thing that a guy earned December 31, 2012. If I were Latina, I'd have to work until July. If I were African American, I'd have to work until late May or June. Now, 20 years after the Equal Pay Act has been in effect, women, at the best, are earning 77 cents on the dollar. That's only 18 cents more than when the Equal Pay Act was adopted 20 years ago. So tell me, ladies and gentlemen, 1, what do you plan to do about it? 2, why aren't we making noise about it? 3, why can't we pass the Paycheck Fairness Act so you even could figure out that you are not being paid the same? Violence Against Women Act. You all are celebrating, right? It was just passed. Are you celebrating? I'm not. I'm not. How long did it take to get the reauthorization of a Violence Against Women Act passed in this country? It took a year and a half to reauthorize an act that had already been in existence because we wanted to improve it with 3 items. And I fought and walked and fought and walked with a whole bunch of groups to get this done, and it's done because the Senate wanted to pass the old act and wouldn't put these amendments in it. They wanted us to just say, it was okay, we're not fighting, just give us the act we had before. No, we wanted to make sure that a person, mostly a woman, on tribal lands, who is being beaten to oblivion by somebody with whom she lives, who's not a member of the tribe, could go to tribal courts and get relief because before that act was reauthorized, a tribal court had jurisdiction only over a tribal member, not over somebody who wasn't a member of the tribe living on tribal lands. And so to get relief, she would have to go off the reservation, literally, to the U.S. Attorney's Office, because it's a federal law. The U.S. Attorney's Office doesn't care about one person on tribal lands getting beaten. So we asked them to put that in the law, to extend tribal jurisdiction to anyone living on tribal lands. And we got it. All right, but we shouldn't have had to fight for it. LGBT, same thing. If you're beating each other up, the law protects you. It's a battery, it's an assault, it doesn't matter. But when it came to violence, domestic violence, the Senate would not pass a law, all right, that said that if you had a domestic relationship and were getting beaten, that wasn't domestic violence protected by the Violence Against Women Act. We won. It's there. But we had to fight for it. And here's the one that should really get you angry. If you are not a legal resident of the United States of America, and you're living with somebody who is, and you get beaten regularly, with impunity, because that mostly men, guy, knows that, you can't report it. You have children with him. So he beats you harder and faster and more often. And the United States of America's Senate, and it is a little political because we are not talking about the Democrats, the United States of America's Senate refused to put that protection in, which just simply stayed any deportation to determine whether this woman would cooperate with the prosecutor to prosecute this person who is a predator. So what I'm asking you to do, powerful women, is make a commitment to one or other of what I've just spoken to you about or anything that speaks to your own personal passion, and get out there and understand that our voices are not being heard. Where are the spokespeople for women? And also my daughter mentioned, right, that Margaret Thatcher, steel woman that she might be, has a terrible record of having advanced women. Thank you, Laura. Thanks, NPR, right? Right. So, powerful women, I leave you with this message. Dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres. Dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres. Tell me who you walk with, and I'll tell you who you are. Tell me who you walk with, and I'll tell you who you are. You are powerful women. You walk with powerful women. You walk with your support systems. You walk with your family, as I do, I hope, or the friends you have chosen to be your family. It is time for us to choose our fights. For me, at the moment, it is anti-trafficking, anti-slavery in this country. In this country. For me, it is gender equality. And for a simple step, I ask you to go, almost right now, be rude to me, on americanbar.org/gender equity. I'll give it to you again in a minute. On that site, you're going to find some adorable high red heels, men, women, children. I want you on that site. I want you clicking those heels because that is a march on Washington, a virtual march on Washington for gender equity. I want you to have I want it to go viral. I want there to be 1 million people marching to Washington, and if you could make it more, you'd make me very happy, because that's the beginning of the easiest thing you could do. And then I want us powerful women to start speaking out and making some noise, because nobody is hearing about the inequities that we are facing. Barriers persist. Our younger women don't understand that barriers persist. We want them to receive a dual message from us. That barriers persist, and that if you're not succeeding, it's not about you, number one. And two, barriers persist, break them. Thank you.